get it crunk in the club, crunk in the club, with a crunk in the club, crunk in the club, crunk in the club, crunk in the club, with a get it crunk with a couple hundred thugs. Crunk in the club, crunk in the club, with a crunk in the club, crunk in the club, crunk in the club, crunk in the club, with a
Welcome back to VCT Game Changers Asia Pacific Series Open 1 playoffs. We are still going to be your casters for the second game. My name is Taylor and with me is Marky. Marky, it's going to be an interesting next match that we are going to see.
You know what? I'm going to say that this upper bracket finals might also be our grand finals. I'm just going to put it out there because these are clearly the two teams that have been the top since Mad Army came into the league, right? Since last year, since the previous season. In fact, they've been picked up by X10. Of course, we know X10 because we've seen them in challengers, and they're an org that we've heard about because they've been making waves with their main team. And now they picked up Mad Army to compete in VCT Game Changers and against Alter Ego Celeste, who have made some roster changes as well. So it's going to be interesting to see where the power dynamics shift because the teams have changed, the meta has changed, and you know there's new agents that we're seeing. There's Chamber already in, so it's going to be really interesting to see between these two teams who's the strongest. And at the same time, I still feel that both teams are very strong either way.
Like you said, there is going to be a big shift with the power dynamics as well, and might as well that we are sort of looking when it comes to certain predictions of the casters as well, like the grand finals match kind of. But
Yep.
of course, who are we to say that it's not yet over? We're still in the upper bracket. This is the upper bracket right now we are looking at. And without Tarathiel for the team of Alter Ego Celeste, there is a sudden change when it comes to synergy. This isn't the usual Alter Ego Celeste that we are looking at right now. And past the broadcast days even that we are looking at, they lost the map to Fuma Gaming, and typically they don't do that or for a team like Fuma Gaming as well, and not the typical team that we actually see in
And
each
on
and every
Split too.
open, and on Split too, which is the map that Alter Ego Celeste is very strong at as well. So they have been pretty shaky the past days. But on the other hand, if you think about it, it's still Alter Ego Celeste. Of course, they are still a formidable team. They still have that majority of the team players intact.
So I'm really excited to see though, like what maps are we going to see here? Because you know what I've seen from X10F, they like prees, and that's very rare to say in this league because we're seeing a lot of Ascent. It's always Haven. It's always your usual suspects. Icebox is almost in every single series, but now we might see Breeze, maybe even Fracture because X10F they like being spicy with their map picks.
Yeah, this pocket strategies, this pocket picks, it's at the upper bracket as well. So there is the chance that we might be able to see that as we head into the map selection or map veto, exactly like that. Marky, our first map is going to be Fracture, selected by X10 Crit female team. And of course, the next or the second map is going to be Bind yet again. And for the third, it's going to be Icebox. Both picked by Alter Ego Celeste. We are finally seeing a Fracture map. Yay!
I'm really excited for this. But okay, here's something really interesting though. Why didn't Alter Ego Celeste ban Fracture? That's the biggest question mark here. What does that imply? It means they're
They
ready
have
for
it
this.
too. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So this is really exciting because normally you see Fracture as kind of like the last map because no one wants to play it or no one wants to pick it or ban it. They rather ban other maps. But Alter Ego, like I said, X10F, they need to ban. They need Breeze banned against them because they're so good at Breeze. On the other hand, Alter Ego Celeste, you have to ban Split against them. So immediately one ban from each team is gone. And then Alter Ego Celeste, they're not great on Ascent. Funnily enough, it's one of their least performant maps. Although they're not bad at it, but they don't like Ascent. So X and F have to ban Haven because Alter Ego Celeste are also pretty good on Haven. So This is a really interesting set of maps. Fracture by an Icebox, not what I expected. Fracture, surprising, but I'm surprised that it's the first map.
It's the upper bracket, like we say. Also, I think I would rather have Fracture as the first map too for both of the teams that we see,
Get it
because
out of the
you
way.
don't know. Yeah, just get it out of the way instead of having it on a very crucial second map where you can
Yep.
get the 2-0 already. Might as well have it on the first round. Let's see what are the teams capable of on the map like Fracture. And as well as going back to what you said, Marky, Alter Ego Celeste didn't ban the map, so maybe the other team just took opportunity and said like, oh, let's pick it immediately and get it out of the way and make sure that, let's surprise them. Because this team, Alter Ego Celeste, of course, they've won championships after championships here in FSL and VCT Game Changers. And this time around, you have to shock them. They have to find creative ways on how to punish the team.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. I want to see what X10F have in store, but also at the same time, I want to see what Alter Ego Celeste can bring to the table with their new lineup, because their latest addition, the one who replaced Tarathiel, Nebsky, she's been topping the scoreboard, and she's not even a duelist. She plays like either controller or sentinel, but mostly sentinels. But Nebsky has been lighting the scoreboard up for AE Celeste. So that's the biggest thing about AE Celeste, right? They're not only the best in firepower, in terms of team play, in terms of utility usage, but also the best in firepower individually. So that's something that they've been bringing to the table. However, X10F with a new roster is the same thing. Like, they all can frag, they all can use utilities, they all support their teammates, and it's going to be really exciting to see which of these two titans will actually make it through.
I'm not even surprised for the team as well. And looking at the players, when it comes to worst comes to worst, these two teams that we have right here are very, very powerful teams. Worst comes to worst, they go to lower bracket. But you know how Alter Ego Celeste wouldn't just, go into lower bracket and just lose automatically. They're gonna go for a big run there, and it's a scary team. The thing is, those scariness of the players of the teams that other teams has against Altered Ego Celeste, will it be gone? Because they know they can capitalize on the shakiness of the team right now and capitalize on how the synergy have changed the past days because of the new player coming in as well. And like you said, this is not the Tarathiel going out of the team is not a little thing, because this girl is actually shot calling the team as well, right?
She's also the interview candidate.
Exactly, the interview candidate. So that's a big loss for the team. Who's gonna be the interview candidate this time around?
Yeah, well, that's gonna be really exciting.
It's a big problem too,
Yeah,
for
first world problems. It's really funny because when you meet these players, like their in-game play, they're very loud and proud. But outside of the game, they're all
very shy.
Yeah, exactly. So
they push each other. Like, you do the interview.
Exactly. It's really funny to see, and it's you know what, it's really fun to watch because you guys can catch the Keeping Up with FSL interviews, right, with various players. You can see their personalities there, and a lot of these players have a lot of personality. And I'm so excited to see this next map because take a look at this. We're gonna see something really different here. We're gonna see breaches. We're gonna see chambers. Oh my gosh, it's a chamber. Nebsky. Again, this is 4.03, so Viper is still pretty strong. She gets nerfed a little bit in the next patch, but we're playing on 4.03 for this tournament. And right now, it seems to be a mirror matchup with Muffin on the Raze like a Neri. And right now, we're not seeing anything different, but one possible difference is Alter Ego Celeste, single duelist. Ayumi is on the Viper. Normally, she's a Jet player.
Yeah.
And taking a look at X10F, no Viper for them. Instead, they're going to have a single controller,
which is the Astra. Double controller setup here for Alter Ego Celeste. I think it's a very good pick. It's a very good selection. Like you say, surprisingly, Ayumi isn't going to be on the duelist role. Speaking of, get well soon, Ayumi. On the other hand, for X10 Crit Esports, they're still trying to decide to go on that Astra for Poly. But we're bound to see anyway. It's still a very, like you said, it's still the old patch. It's the very viable picks that we are looking at. And I'm just happy to see actually that the meta is changing. There is always gonna be a chamber right around the corner. It just changes up things big time, you know?
Yep, I really like Chamber as an agent. Feels really great to play. The teleport is just too good, and I feel like that's something that we didn't see much crazy usage
A
of
while
as
ago.
of now. Yeah, but the teleports on Fracture, I feel, is very important because it allows you to rotate from A to B really fast.
Mhm.
And in a map like Fracture, where the attackers actually, probably one of the few maps that you can say attackers have a little bit of an advantage because there's two entries from two sides for both sides, and this is such an interesting map because it's very fundamentally different from the rest of the maps, and that's why a lot of the teams don't like it or don't like to pick it because they're not ready for it. They're not ready. They don't understand Fracture 100%, and we can see that even in VCT regions across the world. Fracture is still pretty much banned by most teams because a lot of teams just don't understand it.
Yeah, and if you think about it, it's a fairly small map, to be honest. But of course, with the entry points, there's zip lines as well. There's just too many covers or too many corners to cover and actually check out before you can go into a site. So with the pick that the X10 has, it may be a surprise for Alter Ego Celeste, but on the other hand, they didn't ban it, so maybe they are prepared for it, like we said a while ago. And they have changes when it comes to agent selection, agent roles as well. Ayumi and the Viper. Let's see how they would pick this out and how will they able. Are they gonna be able to capitalize on the utilities that the agents has right now?
Yeah, let's see if they can actually. I want to see these two teams. Like, oh well, we're gonna start with Ineri with already a double kill with the Ghost. I was gonna say I want to see how these teams execute on site, and Ineri go kill is a pretty good strategy as she holds down the site. 3 kills already for Ineri on this pistol round. She has not missed a
Last
beat. She
player
has
standing.
been fragging left and right. Iceberg with the aftershock as well. AECL are showing. Oh my god,
That's
it's
fast.
just such a clean round.
That was fast. It was only Ayumi that was gunned down, who was just waiting on the corner and got stuck right there. But if you think about it, Alter Ego Celeste, such a clean round coming in from them. Such a beautiful take as well. They just went in hard, they went in fast, and they were ready for the retake. You see how they're not scared to just go in.
They're just not scared to. They're defending too, and then area got
Yeah.
the first 2 kills. It's absolutely insane. But at the same time, X10F, even after losing 2 members, there's no stopping the pain train, right? They just ran into that site, got the spike plant anyway. So at least they got a consolation prize, but Ineri is off to a really hot start.
That's true, and that is scary for the team of X10 Crit. On the other hand, Neri is just going for it. She is gonna go for the push, and there is the help of Iceberg. Of course, with the flashes coming in, it's gonna be quite difficult. There is also the fault line for Elisa.
Oh my god,
Spike
that's
down.
the second
Second kill.
aftershock kill.
That's the second aftershock kill, and how many times have she used this aftershock? Twice.
2.
100% success rate.
OP skill. I mean, if you get a kill each time you use the aftershock, you're using that skill right. It's the fault line into the aftershock. It's just insane the way she uses it. Okay, Iceberg, I would say she's the queen of initiators. One of the unsung heroes for AECL because you can normally see her at the bottom of the scoreboard. Why? Because she's always on the Sova duty. She's always there to empower her
Support.
teammates. Exactly. She's a true support of AECL. And a lot of times we don't really call out Iceberg because she's not really lighting up the scoreboard like Ineri does, or like Oriophila with her clutches, or Tarathiel when she was still in the team. And so that's really interesting for me because
30
Iceberg
seconds left.
facilitates the team.
It's a very interesting take coming in here for Alter Ego Celeste or Ophelia. My god, the bait and switch, just the trades is ready for Alter Ego Celeste. That's why X10 can't punish them.
That's just
They're just prepared for everything here, Marky. And
so clean.
it's so clean. That's the thing. You see how Oriophila just heard someone, but her first thinking was to actually pop the smoke. So they would have that advantage. They're not just going for the initiation. They're not just going for, of course, the gunshots, the fire shots. But what Alter Ego Celeste do, actually, is use the utilities that they have to take on an advantage into a situation where there is a fair fight.
Bomb buddy out.
Yeah, they are just slaying left and right here. AECL not missing a beat, but X10F are getting the kills because they have the bigger guns. They're gonna make it expensive though. As AECL take 2 kills already. Those Spectres are looking to be a problem. Nevsky looks to want to push the smoke yet again. He's gonna try to go for another kill, but unfortunately for her, Baby Teasy was jumping across the smoke and she did not see where she relocated. So it's all down to Iceberg right now. They've already taken 2 guns away from X10F. Iceberg can make this a little bit more expensive if she can find another kill. I think they know where she's coming from though, as they're looking. 2 players are looking at Arcade.
Iceberg, the only man remaining right here for the team. There is the fault line. There is also gonna be the flash point, but it's not gonna be enough anymore. Just the TP out, the perfect timing coming in from X10. They made it a little bit expensive for the 2 players of X10 as well. They have to buy out, but of course, it's still enough cash on the pockets of the team as well. And looking at it, X10 Crit, when you think about it, they're also playing in the bait and switch. They also have those trades coming in as well. So I think for the next following rounds, especially if it's a fair fight when it comes to guns like this round, it's gonna be a fast take. They have the breach. They can just charge in, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing now. They use the fault line. They're trying to create some space, but Alter Ego Celeste, they're actually playing a very, very safe position here. They're playing, I believe that's 2 in the canteen side. And tower is actually pretty much free if X10F want to go in, but can they get there? Because they're watching the cross here for the side of AE Celeste. And they're very sharp. Like, I really want to point out Nabsky. She's the new one of the members that we have seen. AE Celeste, look, she's gonna get a kill. She's really sharp on this chamber. She uses a teleport to perfection. Teleports away to safety, and now all the Ego Celeste have the advantage.
Definitely true, as Iceberg was able to punish 1 player, and that is Baby TZ out of the equation. A 5v3 situation right now as Elisa is planting the spike. You know, this makes me go crazy because my name is Eliza too.
Nice. Well, maybe it's you in a parallel universe. X10F take control over the spike, but AE Celeste just overrun the site. It's all down to Ginny on this jet right now, and she's not in a position to actually stop it. So Iceberg is gonna try to stick it, but Ayumi is gonna try to stick it, and she's gonna be there to swing out and take Ginny down. And AE Celeste still looking really strong. You know, we said in the panel, and I think maybe I'm the curse. Whoever I predict is gonna win doesn't do very well, but it's still early days. It's still early stages. It's still 3-1. X10F still have a chance to take this back, but you know what? This is their map pick, but AE Celeste look readier than X10F right now.
That's true, and I think they are practicing this map already before. You can see it with how they do retakes. It's very clean. It's obvious that they know how to play it out as well. And who knows, maybe better than X10 who actually chose the map. But here is Ayumi setting up already the smokes, the toxic screens for the team. I think one of the reasons also why they're having a hard time, of course, entering the site is of course because of the Viper. They have that toxic screen, they have the snake bite, the corners that they can check, they can just throw in snake bites and it will just punish the players. Iceberg was ready to take on the 2 kills right now. That's just the perfect flashpoint right there. Punishing the players 1 by 1 as Ayumi takes 2 down as well. Ginny, on the other hand, is the only player remaining for the team. A 1v2 situation. It's now up to Ayumi and Nabsky. They have the spike right around the corner though, and of course this is going to be quite difficult for Ginny. Ayumi is going for that reload with 2 bullets remaining on the hands, but Ginny is ready to take on the headshot. She already has the Blade Storm up and online with 53 HP remaining. The spike is in the hands still of Nabsky. She has to rotate all the way and try to reposition it herself. The thing is, Nabsky, she doesn't have any idea or information at all anymore where Ginny might be.
Yeah, and Ginny playing really sneakily here. She might be able to find Nabsky. He's looking away, and oh my god,
Such a nice match.
it's not just a clutch, it's also a thrifty clutch for X10F. They started with the sheriffs, they took the guns, and Ginny with a clutch securing round for X10F. Absolutely insane resilience from them. Look at Iceberg here. Like you mentioned, really great flashpoint into the kill. She really cleaned up after her teammates got taken out by the sheriffs. Ayumi was also here to clear things up, and it was down to 1v3, but Ginny was able to isolate the fights. AECL uncharacteristically messy there. They weren't ready, or they weren't in position for those crossfires, and Ginny was able to take advantage of that.
I beg to
You want to
differ,
play?
though.
Let's
It was
play.
such a good start for Alter Ego Celeste. They were able to punish 2 players each for Ayumi and for Iceberg. It just went down to Ginny having that position where she can just go underneath as well and reposition herself completely. Look at these kills coming in from Alter Ego Celeste. But Baby TZ, with a tour de force in action, was able to take down Inari.
Got obscuring vision.
It's just going to be kills left and right. Mary getting taken down is a big kill though, and Iceberg gets taken down as well. X10F. Oh,
One enemy
Muffin gets
remaining.
caught without using that showstopper. AECL are just too strong and too fast. All down to Alyssa, who gets taken down by Oreophilia. Got overwhelmed a little bit. AECL did not let that one round get into their heads. Easy, clean, pretty clean round from them. So many ultimates committed from X10F, but it didn't matter because AECL was just able to clear them out.
Look at these kills coming in from Baby Easy though. She was able to punish some of the players of Alter Ego Celeste, but the showstopper. Remember, this is 8 orbs down the drain, not killing
Yep.
anyone else. A technical pause for the teams that we have right here.
Careful
And
here.
going back to what I was saying a while ago, Mariki, I beg to differ on that round where you said it was not necessarily clean for Alter Ego Celeste.
I think it
'Cause-
was after after getting the kills, they didn't really set up the crossfire because otherwise I don't think Ginny should have gotten 3 1v1s if they just grouped up together because they had Spike. And I just feel like they
True.
should have been able to group up and not take the 1v1s and let Ginny get that clutch.
I think Alter Ego Celeste was also comfortable on leaving each other alone and taking on specific corners, specific roles for the team that, of course, Ginny was able to capitalize on since there is no trades happening, like we said. And when Ginny was just going around the map, that's the beauty of Fracture. You could just hop in, hop out, and the corners would just hide you, especially if there is no trades happening. So the information wasn't in the hands of Nabsky anymore. And of course, with the small map like this, you could just roam around quite easily, and there is still enough time to actually pick up or try to pick up the spike. A very good decision making coming in from Ginny, though, to actually go around instead of just fighting it out in engagements.
I do agree. Ginny really played that really well. But right now, because they won the previous round off of that clutch, off of that thrifty, and then AECL won the next round, their economy has been reset really hard. Because it's one of those things where, great, yes, you won a thrifty, but then you lost your next buy round. And they didn't even carry over that many guns from that thrifty because only Ginny was left alive. So their economy is really shot right now because they bought and then they lost. And they even committed the tour de force and the showstopper there. But AECL's defense is just too much. So right now, X10F, they might need to consider going B instead because Inari has been locking down that A site. But right now, Inari has shuffled into B.
Let's see, as Ginny has the Blade Storm up and online as well, and we've seen her capabilities to do some clutch plays right here. Let's see if she can do a good entry on this one, as Inari was shut down by the Blade Storm, but the second one wouldn't connect any longer. Nabsky trying to pinch around, the TP out is there, and repositioning herself. Oreophilia, on the other hand, was able to take one kill, maybe going forward. The second, if it connects,
enemy
it doesn't,
remaining.
but this classic will do. Now I don't need to reload, I just need to pick up the gun. Maybe TZ, on the other hand, is now concussed as well. Ayumi knows this position. It's a 1v1 for Baby TZ and Ayumi, but Iceberg is just right around the corner, wrapping up as well. This is the positioning that you were talking about
Yep.
a while ago, Marky, where Alter Ego Celeste decides to do a position where they can't do
30
trades
seconds left.
or
I have the
crossfires. But this
spike.
time around, maybe it's a different story.
And maybe they can actually pull it off this time around because they're playing very patiently. They thought they knew where the spike was, and there we go. They're ready for the trade, but they don't need to trade as Iceberg takes on Baby TZ and AECL get a commanding 5-2 lead.
Such a good round coming in here, and 5-2, like you said, Marky. 3-round advantage for Alter Ego Celeste right now. And Mary popping off. Oreophilia was able to take on shots as well. And also Iceberg, just the perfect usage of utilities here, is really helping out Alter Ego Celeste into taking in those rounds and reeling in those rounds. But on the other hand, X10, they pick this map, they know how to play it, they also have those utilities as well. The problem remains here when the Viper and the double control, they have complete control of the map. They can set up the smokes, they can also hinder X10 into just going in and just diving in instead. The perfect flashpoint yet again for Iceberg right here, going in for the second one, and just like that, 2 was pinned down.
Iceberg is an absolute monster. Like from the start with the aftershock kills to the perfect flashpoints down those cliffs, those walls, and getting those kills. She's just doing it all. And the thing is, you know, we were saying that Iceberg is there to support her teammates a lot, but right now she doesn't even need to support her teammates. She's getting the frags herself. And her teammates are having such an easy time because she's just flashing, she's just using the aftershock, she's just really making it so hard for X10F to get anything done on this map.
Quite difficult right now. X10, 3 players remaining. Baby TZ, Polly, Alisa. They have to figure out a way of how to get entry. They have the Viper Spit set up already for a Yumi, and they wouldn't dare to come in by. But this aftershock wouldn't connect to anyone at all, but it's just there to delay anyone who wants to push out or actually peek.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'll have almost no time, and this ulti, this rolling thunder is just gonna deny the spike plant, and it's gonna be kills left there for free for AECL. Such great use of utility, and that was the Iceberg show, by the way. Oh, Baby T's, you're gonna get 1 kill, gonna get 2 kills. Oh no, just 1. Did not get a second one yet. Oh no, yeah, just 1 kill. But that was the Iceberg show, right? The flash into the double kill at the beginning.
Perfect.
The rolling thunder to deny the plant because X10F were they're getting in their heads. Like you can tell, like they just can't find much space. And because they're getting shut down, look at this. 1 kill, hides, flash is muffin in. She doesn't even get flash, but she's able to peek out and get the kill still. Iceberg really is starting to show here. Stop the plant with the rolling thunder. Baby TZ though was able to get a kill before a cheeky kill before the round ended. But the rest of their team, they can't buy this round.
They can't seem to shut down Iceberg despite having those 2-1 advantage against Iceberg. Whenever Iceberg sees someone, she pulls out the flashpoint. Immediately like that, she pops out. It's always like that. It's 2 rounds, 3 rounds that she's been doing that all over again. And they know this. But still, they can't shut her down, especially in this kind of map where the flashpoint goes through the walls, right? And she doesn't have to position herself like outside before she can flash someone else. So that's why I keep on saying that Breach in a map like Fracture is very viable for the team. And it's like this, exactly like this, why it is a viable option for Iceberg right now. 6-2, a big advantage coming in for Alter Ego Celeste. There was the timeout coming in from X10 as well. Sometimes the timeouts, you need them just to breathe, you know?
Yeah.
Not even to think about what kind of strategy, because they pick this map. They know the strats.
Yeah, I've heard some teams say that when they call a timeout, they just don't talk. It's just a pause for them. So that's gonna be really interesting. But we don't know what's going on in timeouts because we don't get to hear it, unfortunately. But you know what? Even though they panic lost to an Iceberg, so X10F, this Iceberg is proving to be a problem for this Titanic.
Oh, there is Oreophilia getting a shot in. A very easy shot too, because it's such a dry peak. There's nothing to cover. There's no smoke. Polly is the only person remaining, and a clean retake coming in from Alter Ego Celeste right here. as Polly tries to punish, but there is no one to punish. Again, the shots doesn't
Wait.
connect. 7-2.
Oreophilia lived with like 2 HP or something. That just made it completely clean because they could have taken her down. But you know, X10F looked really good in the past 2 days. Like they just had really clean maps. Alter Ego Celeste didn't look great because they lost their best map, and maybe losing that one map was a fluke because they look really strong right now. And this is X10F's map pick. I just want to remind everyone.
Maybe it's just a bad day, you know? Teams have that, and everyone, even people, normal players we have here, always have, or rather, sometimes have bad days. You can't have every day like a good one and get your shots in all the time. But I guess for Alter Ego Celeste, they still manage to pick up where things are off. They're still in the upper bracket anyway.
Yeah, they're still in the upper bracket, and both teams have enough room to recover, reevaluate their strats, as Jinny with a headshot onto a Yumi, really opening things up for X10F. But you know what? They're playing so scared. Oh, look at that aftershock. Already being so scary. Again, Iceberg has been playing out of his mind. And then Neri is going to be here with a spray down. Gets the transfer as well onto Muffin. X10F have paid the price for taking down a Yumi. And right now, AECL just looking for Nevsky. Also has this headshot angle. Takes Baby TZ down, takes Polly down as well. And it's just so good for AECL. It's all down to Alyssa. She's stuck between a rock and a hard place. She tries to flash her way to safety. She takes 1 down. She takes 2 down though.
Left.
And she's gonna make it a bit more expensive for AECL. It's a 1v2, so this is actually very doable for Alyssa still.
100%. Very winnable for Alyssa. And knowing that she has the Rolling Thunder as well up and online, it really depends on her how she will use this. But this is a very clean take on B side as 2 players now rotating all together. That is Oreophilia, that is Nabsky. Alyssa needs to find a position. She has no more flash points any longer, so this is up to the fault line and up to the Rolling Thunder on how she will handle the post-plan situation. And I think she should actually use it. This is the Rolling Thunder coming in. It covers the entire freaking site. Oreophilia goes down, and the 37 HP for Alyssa right now. She didn't go for the other peak. Napsky tapping in the spike. Halfway done already. This is a make or break situation. Will Napsky just tap? And no, she swings instead. Now with the defuse coming in, it's still a round for Alter Ego Celeste. So many utilities used up on that round.
Yeah, unfortunately for Alyssa, she played it so well, but that last part, Nabsky just knew what she needed to do. She needed to fake that half defuse and look, kills left and right. A lot of double kills from the various players here. And there you got double kill. Nabsky gets a double kill as well. And then all of a sudden, it was Alyssa who gets the double kill. Iceberg and Neri wanted to go for the 2v1, but she was actually able to get that. But Nabsky is going to finish off the clutch. She gets a triple kill for that round. And her addition to Alter Ego Celeste, even with is really making up for the absence of Tarathiel.
Definitely true. Still not 100%, but oh, that is a mistake. Coming in from a Yumi. The snake bite went back, but you know what? It is what it is. 8-2. Oh, whoa! Easy. A Yumi. She was able to take down the player despite the disadvantage. Of course, this is the aftershock coming in. Baby TZ, on the other hand, is ready to take on the action as well with a headhunter, using it to actually punish one player. The squad is here as they push in with the help of the flash form. Yumi is stuck in the middle, but she was able to get 1, 2,
oh my God.
and 3. A Yumi cleans up the round.
And again, the
half.
flash is coming in to really just... Iceberg got taken out really early there. And you can see the difference in utility usage, right? Ayumi was on site, but she was still able to take kills down. Look at Iceberg here. Uncharacteristic. She reloaded in the open, was taken down. Ayumi got flash, but I'm not sure where that stun came from. Why was Breach stunned there?
I don't know. It was a messy round.
It was from Oreophilia's Astra. She actually was able to stun.
You
Wait a
want to
minute.
play?
This is a triple up. Alter Ego
Oh, no,
Celeste,
4.
they're just having
Nevsky.
fun here with the Showstopper. They have the Showstopper anyway. This is the final round, so they're just going for the picks, and then they have that Vandals and Phantoms on the other side. Nevsky taking in the shot, and TP out it is.
Yeah, and Oriophila still has an operator on tower. They might not be expecting this, but the smokes are gonna come out. Oriophilia might just get stuck here. There's the stun coming out. Oh, but she gets the kill anyway. Ginny gets punished. Oriophilia, the timing queen, gets the timing there, switches to the Vandal. And all of a sudden, X10F, they're just getting punished left and right. Oh, she sees the barrel. Nevsky takes BBTZ down. There's a trade though. Polly comes in. X10F, they have control over the site though. They're trying to clear tower. Muffin can choose to fake this plant, but they're just looking for more kills first. They do have the time.
Time is ticking though. Ayumi, she was still able to punish one player. That is Polly. Muffin on the other hand, with the swing right there.
30 seconds
With
left.
the transfer, but this after
Oh no, another
kill.
one.
My god, next time maybe we should put up like stats. How many aftershock kills will Iceberg get for this entire open?
I'm gonna say some players, they have some signature stuff here.
Switching
at Game Changers,
sides.
right? Iceberg with aftershock kills. We have K4 with 1v3 clutches. We have shock darts as well. It was Iceberg actually with the shock darts, but she's also using the aftershock, so she's just such a great initiator and really doing a lot of damage with her utility. So I think utility damage might be an interesting stat, especially for initiators, because Iceberg has been a
True.
rock star on this initiator.
True, like even from the past matches that they had as well, you could definitely see how in this kind of situation, especially for controller agents, for initiators, that sometimes the duelist doesn't even stack up in the leaderboards when it comes to the kills, because these types of agents, they know where the location of the enemies are. They're very well aware of the map. Natsuki, one and done situation right there, but Baby Teasy really looking to kill and looking to find the players of Alter Ego Celeste. She was able to punish too, and this is now Ayumi Oriophilia planting the spike on a side. They have complete take, they have the walls, they have toxic screen, but this is the pull coming in from Polly. Now they are vulnerable. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
X10F finally showing up in this map, right? Baby TZ really angry. And right now, it seems like have the interface not switched up yet. Alright, as the defenders come in. Oh, Ayumi takes 2 down. It's gonna be a 2-for-1 trace. All down to Ayumi, who gets a 3rd. Will she convert? No, Polly takes down the last kill, but it's actually we see them on red on the bottom right, but they're actually the defenders.
There you go.
There we go. It
X10
flipped.
finally flipped. But X10 was able to take that round away from Alter Ego Celeste. And that's a good sign. They are going to be able to bounce back here. Such good round for Baby TZ actually. Such good takes for her. On the other hand, Ayumi is still popping off despite not having a jet or anything else to dash out with. She's using a Viper here, but she's getting those kills in.
Yeah, I like these players who can multi-role. You know how some players only typically play one role. Having the flex players in your team really makes for such great compositional adjustments. And I feel like for AE Celeste, being able to run this is amazing, because Ayumi being able to flex between a duelist and a controller, that's really important, because like we see a lot of one-trick duelists or dedicated duelists in the scene. Like they can only play Raze or Reyna, then the other duelist plays Jet.
Yeah.
And then that just makes your comp so dry. You only have 2 duelists, but sometimes you need 2 controllers. Sometimes you want 2 initiators. Sometimes you want double sentinels. And being able to flex is amazing, because Ayumi, you can see, she's comfortable on this Viper. Iceberg takes the first kill onto Baby Teasy. Looks like AE Celeste have force bought. It doesn't matter to them that they lost that round. They force buy. They take 2 kills already. As Alyssa and Polly take 1 kill each though, and AE Celeste are down to 2v3. They do get a spike down, but it's only left to Iceberg. 1v3 right now for her. She's been great, but what is that? She was in midair and Alyssa just swings out. The timing on Alyssa catches Iceberg in midair.
Oh, there is the defuse of the spike. Here we go. X10 finally picking up some rounds, going back to them. It's a double-digit score for Alter Ego Celeste, and we know that when it comes to double-digit score, there's no room for errors anymore. There's no room for mistakes for X10. And looking at the quick replay that we have right here, such good positioning coming in from Polly. She was able to capitalize on those angles that she was holding forth. And of course, with that, X10 will gonna be stick, or they are gonna stick to those specters right now, aside from Muffin, who's gonna buy the sheriff.
Yeah, so AE Celeste, they only forced about that second round because they have such a big lead. It was 10-3, so they can afford to do that. They wanted to take that big risk to shut X10F down, because if they were successful in surprising them, they would immediately get match point, pretty much guaranteed. But it didn't work out for them, so they have to eco yet again, and X10F. Oh my god, they're taking kills left and right. They heard the ropes, Jenny swung out. They take 3 for 1. Ayumi, though, was able to get a headshot.
Oh, here we go as teams swarm in on site already. The rotation comes in. This is 4 players coming in from X10. They want to plant the spike. They want to get that money. And aside from the money, they got the kill as Oreophilia was able to shut down 2 players. Now Ayumi with the lineups. They're just going to go for the pulse plant situation. She's going to go into using that utility, the damage of the toxic, or rather this snake bite. They can't defuse it yet, but they have enough time, right?
Yeah, they do. They made it expensive. I think that's what matters for AE Celeste, right? They still got the spike down. They made it expensive for X10F. This is basically as close as a win that you can get. You take 4 members down, you get extra creds from the spike plant. For an eco, that's decent. And if you take a look at X10F's economy, it got damaged a little bit. Like, it's not clean. Look at Ginny here. We're just swing out. Muffin gets a kill. It was kills left and right. Oreophilia made it even more expensive with that collateral as well. She's been absolutely amazing for the team.
There.
X10, slowly but surely, they picking up the rounds that they're losing right now. And Alter Ego Celeste, they have to figure out a way. How can they entry? How can they push into the side? Ayumi, on the other hand, is already playing out with the toxic screen. Right now, Alyssa was able to punish one player, and this is Ayumi topping out. She was shut down immediately as well, but the Rolling Thunder comes in. This is the stun coming in from the players right now. A 3v3 situation. Alyssa low on HP, but still managed to pick up and just relax for a bit and just hold on to this angle. The players right now, one of them for the side of X10 is actually on B side, so it's up to the 2 players how they're gonna hold this, and that is 1 out already. This is gonna be a take for Alter Ego Celeste unless they can stop this, unless Baby TZ can get those kills yet again. She gets 1, but not enough to get the other. This is now the Cosmic Divide up and online, as well as Oreophilia planting the spike. Ginny with the operator. There's no Blade Storm. There's no opportunity to use the Vandal unless she picks up something. But it's a difficult position for her right now.
Yeah, the Cosmic Divide really denied her of any chance for that first frag. And now she gets spotted, so they know where she is. They're doubling up on the side. She's gonna try to push this smoke, but someone is actually trying to push up to her smoke. This op is not great for retakes, and we will see that as Oreophilia secures round for AE Celeste. They are on 11 points right now.
Oh my god, this is a position where Alter Ego Celeste, they have a choice right now for the rounds that they want to take, but X10, they don't have a choice. They have to take rounds if they want to take this map away from Alter Ego Celeste, and if they want to get on that position where it's not too far off. But looking at the gap right now, it's already too big. And knowing also, a while ago, Ginny was holding the operator, I might have opted for a save, honestly.
Yeah, it was a 1v2. It's so hard to retake against 1v2. There was a Cosmic Divide down as well, so you can't get the timing. I do agree. I thought she was gonna save, and if she actually saved that, they might have been able to buy this round. Like even a half buy. They also had a tour de force on Baby TZ, so I think that saving would have been prudent there. But it seemed like she wanted to try to at least steal the round from AE Celeste. Maybe they thought the rounds were more important than saving. It's very easy to say in retrospect, but it really depends on how the team's philosophy is. A lot of the teams like to go for those go big or go home plays. And right now, it seems like AE Celeste are trying to send X10F home. There's the Rolling Thunder coming in. There's the nade. And Eri, oh no! Wait.
That's a mistake. That was a mistake. It was supposed to be a satchel in play, but the satchel didn't work out. And of course, with the paint shells coming in, it's gonna be difficult, but it's okay. Ayumi's just ready to take on the action anyway. As Nabsky Ayumi hops in, the plan of the spike is already there for Oreophilia. And now it's up to Baby Teasy. Tour de Force up and online, but will it be enough?
Find these. She does find one, but Oreophilia is there for the trade. So this is the thing about AE Celeste, right? Almost no kill goes unpunished. And we keep seeing that every single round that they win. You take one down,
Get a drop.
they'll take you down.
Thanks.
And the thing is, they keep getting away with double kills for AE Celeste. And it was really funny and very uncharacteristic to see Ineri go for the floats instead of the flights. That's what a lot of Ray's mains call it. She messed up her satchel a little bit. The paint shells got her in the end. But it doesn't matter because the rest of her team, they just clean up house. And AE Celeste are in match point.
You want to play? Let's play.
True, what we call it.
Wrong buddy out.
Or for the other players, remaining players of Alter Ego Celeste. For the fourth, for Nabsky being used right now, like I said, Alter Ego Celeste, they have rounds to lose on this one. They could just experiment, they could just hop in, surprise the team, but also they could go slow. Muffin was able to take one, that is Ineri out of the equation. And looking to find the other, Elisa was able to kill Oreophilia right here. And that is just the perfect fault line. It detects actually the two players right here. They have to be forced going back right now. And the rotations coming in for Alter Ego Celeste, they're deciding we're going B. There's a lot of smokes being set up or pull stars basically for the Astra though.
Yeah, let's see if the stars align for X10F though. They do have the numbers advantage. 5v3 right now for them. But can they make this work? Because AE Celeste, we've seen that the numbers don't matter for them. They're gonna get the kills anyway. They're gonna get the executions. They actually commit the pit. But Baby TZ takes out Iceberg through the smoke. So it's all down to Yumi and Nabsky. They take one down. They're gonna get the spike down as well. There's the stun coming out though, so she's gonna get a bit dazed, but it's not gonna matter too much. There's just no one in the pit yet to be able to punish her. They're gonna try to sneak in already. Nabsky takes Ginny down. He's playing from outside the smoke. Ayumi though was caught peeking outside. Nabsky takes one more down, but she's greeted with 3 players. And X10F keep the game alive. 6 points for them, and AE Celeste just could not close it in that round.
Dazed and confused. Alter Ego Celeste, they're in a match point, but they seem to be having a hard time finding that last round, that last point that they need. They have to be careful though. I said there are rounds to lose for Alter Ego Celeste, but the momentum. Of course they want to ride on that momentum. And same goes to X10. They're riding the momentum right now of the rounds that they're getting. They're getting more comfortable. They're getting more confident into taking those shots.
AE Celeste really want to close this. Take a look at their buys. 3 Vandals and 2 Sheriffs. Like, the fact that they're choosing to buy here and not eco it, they feel confident that they can close this out. And if they don't, X10F go to 7, they'll be on an eco in the next round, and then X10F might go to an 8. So there's still a lot of wiggle room for AE Celeste. That's why they're taking these big gambles. Since they were 10-2, 10-3 at the beginning, they also made that big force buy. They're force buying again because they can't. And just the lead that they built is too big to throw away right now. And Muffin though is gonna punish Nabsky. That's gonna be 1 gun down. They can still recover it if Ayumi walks up. Oh, Ayumi actually has a gun, so it doesn't matter.
That's a good hyper aggressive position coming in from Muffin there. She was able to get 1 Neri. Pain chills. It wouldn't connect to anyone else. But these are Sheriffs and the Vandals. Also waiting around the corner is Muffin. This positioning from her is just perfect to take on the kills and anyone who want to push in. And one by one, AE is just tumbling down like dominoes as Polly was able to find Ineri as well. She knows this position already. She knows where the other team members are. Iceberg, once she pops out, the barrel of the gun is already seen. This is gonna be a little bit of time before she gets punished already. She going for a
10
save?
seconds left.
I think she's going for a save, or at least try to. I'm actually surprised, but you know, A Celeste, they took a big risk in that round. It's really hard to do a 1v5, so I think saving this is pretty okay.
They're going for the save. Iceberg saves the Vandal, holds this for the team as well, and it's still a force. Are they still gonna force it out? Alter Ego Celeste, they really want to take this round away already and finish this game against X10. They just keep forcing, and they have rounds to do so anyway. It's just difficult once it goes by around maybe the 10 score line of X10. That's the thing.
That's when it
That's
gets
gonna be a
dangerous.
problem.
Yeah, but right now it seems like it's gonna be a half buy instead. They bought up and then they said, okay, maybe not. Let's do full buys next round instead. So it's gonna be Iceberg with a hero Vandal that she saved, and the rest of the team with armor and pistols. So they can get the gun from Iceberg as well if they so choose. But right now it looks like it's gonna be a fast B execute for them. Ginny's gonna take one down as Baby TZ also gets a headshot of her own. The Boombot does a lot of damage onto Ginny, who gets sprayed through the smoke. Iceberg with a great timing. The flash as well onto tower will allow A Celeste to get this plant. Oh, Baby TZ gets a kill onto a Yumi. Alyssa with the aftershock as well. It's gonna flush her out. Oreo Feeling is gonna fall. That's gonna be down to Iceberg. Doesn't really have much but a Vandal, and she's gonna get taken out.
There is the defuse of the spike. X10, slowly but surely, they're getting the rounds back, and Alter Ego Celeste, they're still looking to find the closing upon this matchup. But going to the next round, this is gonna be the interesting execution coming in from X10, because this is the official buy round again for Alter Ego Celeste. No more forcing things. This time we buy. But look at the skills coming in from X10. You can just see how confident they are compared to the previous rounds that we actually saw them. And the thing is, the defense a while ago for Alter Ego Celeste was just so much punishment for X10 that they had quite a difficult time. But they also have that capabilities. They have the breach as well.
Get up.
Iceberg has been
and
there's
Neri!
Showstopper. Oh, she gets it. She finally gets the flights well enough. She got damaged a little bit, but they got the kill. And not having the breach to contend against is great. Muffin though has the Showstopper, launches it, does not get a kill though as Ineri takes it down, but Ginny is going to be there for the trade. Polly and Ginny get one kill apiece as well. It's now down to 2v3. The Cosmic Divide has been used. There's a Blade Storm coming in, but Iceberg punishes it. Polly swings out though as Oreophilia clutches it and wins the round for A Celeste.
I face one.
There you have it, the closing round
course we
of
won.
Alter Ego Celeste that they were looking for a while ago. They kept on looking for a while ago. They finally found it in the map Fracture. Remember, this was a map pick, a map selection from X10 Crit.
Yeah, it's their map pick and they lost. We call it the map pick curse, but it looks like A Celeste are just too good. Like we saw X10 improve, but A Celeste have also gotten stronger. With the addition of Nebsky, Margot not playing anymore, Oreophilia is the one that's playing for A Celeste. She was their sixth player. She was a sub. She was playing in the main roster in the first few opens last year, but she's really stepping up, and they're all stepping up.
Definitely, as we look into the stats of the players as well, we are going to be seeing how these players falter when it comes to the matches that we just saw and we just witnessed. But I just want to say, what a game coming in from Ayumi as well. Knowing that she was the Viper, it was a double controller setup here for the side of Alter Ego Celeste. And you can see, she was the MVP with 19 kills in total, 1.8 KDA, 258 combat score. You could definitely see her effect during the time that they were on the defense. It was complete, utter domination from Alter Ego Celeste when they were defending. They had complete map control, completely shutting down X10 from any information and also from any entry that they want to do.
And those are hallmarks of great players, right? Because we know her as the Jet. when you see a Yumi, we think Jet, but
You
on the
immediately
Viper,
think the dash.
exactly. But then when you see her on the Viper, and you mentioned she was actually having some health issues as well, so get well soon, Ayumi. But that's not stopping her. She's just getting the frags anyway.
Valorant is life, Ayumi. For
Valorant is
Ayumi
life.
right there. Valorant is life. Alter Ego Celeste taking this map number 1. Stats don't lie, ladies and gents. We can see how much damage they did, the frag wins that they had, and objective wins as well. And majority of that is from the frag wins. And looking at Alter Ego Celeste, this was the shutdowns a while ago that they did for X10. But on the other hand, if you think about it, X10 was able to find their footing. They were
Yep.
able to actually figure out how Alter Ego Celeste play. But the thing is, there's no more rounds to actually make mistakes.
Yeah, it was too little, too late, and when they started figuring things out, Alter Ego Celeste's lead was just too huge to overcome.
That's true. And aside from that, going back to the first map that we just witnessed and we just saw, it was Fracture. It was surprising for the both of us. We were like, oh, maybe there is pocket picks. There are pocket picks. And then they actually pulled the card out. Looking at the highlights right now, as we look into it, you can see how Alter Ego Celeste move freely around the map marquee. And they were comfortable in this map pick. They aren't bothered at all. You can see like rounds that are a bit messy when it comes to trades, but the engagements, they still win it.
Yeah, they seem to just be so ready for it, and their aim is crisp. They had double peaks. They always look for trades. They know the angle. So they were definitely ready for this, and that's the reason why they didn't ban it, because they know how to play this map, and it's very evident.
For sure, it was very evident. They know angles to cover, which battles to take. But this is actually a mistake. Pushing in like that, of course, knowing that it was a chamber. Once she gets a kill, once Baby TZ gets a kill, actually, it's gonna be a slow for the entirety of the team. But look at them being caught here on the ropes as well. And this was the final round, if I'm not mistaken. How Ophelia clutched it and take the round away for Alter Ego Celeste. It's just a matter of they have good strategies, but who can execute better and who has that advantage when it comes to those engagements, when it comes to aim.
Yeah, it's just aim, really. Like, that's what we saw from Alter Ego Celeste, right? All the headshots. But again, X10F as well, with all the headshots. I feel like whenever I see X10F get a kill on kill feed, it's a headshot. Like there was that round where everyone just died from headshots. X10F just really sharp. Both teams are really sharp. So here's the thing. It was X10's map pick, and AECL did win. But X10, it always felt like they weren't really on the back foot. Like, it's funny to say, they're down 8-13, but it just felt like they always had a chance to win a round or to come back from it.
100%. And going into the next map later on, of course, for map number 2, it's going to be an interesting take. The upper bracket that we have right here against X10 versus, of course, Alter Ego Celeste, the unbeatable champions that we have right here. Let's see if X10 will be able, or are they going to be able to take it back and make it to game number 3, or it's going to be a clean 2-0. We're going to know once we come back. But right now, we're just going to go in a very short break. Don't go away, as VCT Game Changers is going to be right back.
Welcome back, everyone, to VCT Game Changers Asia Pacific Series Open 1. We just had a banger of a first map, and like I said, these are a clash of two titans. We are going to game number 2 of AECL versus X10F. I am Key, or Marquis, and with me is Terror, and we're having a
Or
pretty good day
Marquis.
today. Yeah.
I like how you just say, "Hi, I'm Marky" or Key, whatever it is, but I'm probably gonna say that also answering your question.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was gonna be a long day, but so far everything is going quite fast, especially for this second map that we have, and rather second series that we are having. A while ago, we've seen TC Arise won their map, the 2-0, but it was quite slow. But this time around, X10 and Alter Ego Celeste, they play quite quick and they go in with a bang. Heading towards the second map, it's gonna be Bind here, Key, and it's selected by Alter Ego Celeste. Do you think we're gonna have the map pick disadvantage again?
I'm not sure if is the
Curse?
curse real.
Is the
I'm
curse
not really
real?
sure, but you know what? What we're gonna see here is the classic Ayumi back on the Jet. Although it's not like she did badly on the Viper, right? She did really well on the Viper. In
did
fact, she was the
good.
match MVP on the Viper. But seeing her on Jet is just what we're very used to. And there you back in the Rays as well. Celeste, I thought they looked pretty shaky the first 2 days, but after watching this first game against X10F, I'm gonna say I'm sorry I doubted them because
Gee.
they look so good.
Key, if you think about it, it's just like riding a bike, change up one player, yeah, there's gonna be a difference when it comes to synergy, but it's still other players still intact. They still know the strategy. There's just one person or one player that has to adjust, and that is Namski. And let me tell you, she's adjusting exactly the way how Alter Ego Celeste wants her to adjust, and she fits like a glove nowadays.
Yeah, she's really adapted into her role really well, and you know what? She's playing those sentinels like a beast. And on chamber, you really need that aim. And I feel like one of the biggest things that we've seen in the top teams is that a sentinel player, like a lot of people say sentinels, they don't really get much frags, but sentinel players who are so sharp and can lock down, they don't need to wait for their teammates to come in. They immediately get a frag and get out. That's what Navsky has been doing, and it's working out so well for AE Celeste. At X10F, they're struggling to find entries and clean entries into the site just because Navsky always takes one player down.
Exactly. And if you think about it, like looking at the teams, looking at the players right now, especially Alter Ego Celeste, you have a Yumi on the Jet, back on the Jet again. And Eri is popping off as well. The two duelists are going crazy right now. And knowing this is a map like Bind where you need, like I told you guys a while ago, it's more of the teams trying to go in with the bang and trying to express or rather surprise the other teams like what they're doing right now. Look at Alter Ego Celeste. That's just a
down A.
5-man push or 4-man push running towards a site, and that is Nabsky being left behind to check
Spike
around the
planted.
corners and to check if there is a flank at all. And it is Baby TZ. There is a flank, and he, or rather she, knows it.
Yeah, it's actually so difficult to flank in Bind, but they do have the notification because of the chamber trap. So they know Baby T is gonna be there. She's not gonna find any information
player
here
remaining.
as she gets flanked. The flanker gets flanked by Iceberg. Ginny takes one down, but Ineri already off to a hot start. Yet again, it seems like Ineri on pistol rounds, we just keep seeing her get multi-kills.
Alter Ego Celeste taking that first round, meaning they can get or they can buy for the second one as well. So this is going to be SMGs upon SMGs for Alter Ego, and we are seeing them having a good start. On the other hand, X10 is like a slow roller,
Yeah.
During the first few rounds, they tried to figure out how Alter Ego Celeste move and everything else, and then get back on those rounds. What they have to not do right now is actually have too much rounds away for Alter Ego Celeste. The thing is, Alter Ego Celeste has been here for a long time. They're always the champions, and the thing is, they have lots of VODs, targets on their back, and basically everyone knows how they're playing.
Oh wait, what? Ginny got tagged
What?
through the smoke. That was That's absolutely big brain, and I'm just gonna say Iceberg is really such a beast on the initiators.
Game sense is on point.
Satchel out.
Yes, 100% game sense. It's really just that, and that's how she gets those flash kills. That's how she gets those aftershock kills. And now she's back on the Sova. This is where we know. Oh, baby TZ gets a kill onto Iceberg though. There's your initiator down, but it doesn't matter because they have the bigger guns. They have the spike planted. Muffin is gonna throw some nades, and they know that Inari is in this teleporter. Oh, she gets shot. Baby TZ actually jumps in and takes Inari down. So it's starting to look dicey for AECL because Ayumi is also really low.
They still have those specters though. They can still do burst down once the players come in, and exactly like that, like I said, like a Nostradamus key.
Yep, you called it.
I called it. They had the specters, and of course from afar, they're just gonna play from afar. What does X10 has? Classics.
Yeah, they had classics, but now they do have the Vandals, so this is gonna be interesting because AECL have just been getting away with everything so far. Let's see if X10F can change that. No, really everything. They got away with X10F's map pick.
In a Filipino way, you would go to a birthday party to eat and then take home a Tupperware full of food.
Oh yeah.
That's how Alter Ego Celeste is right now. It's classic. They just take away everything from your hands.
Yeah, and they're just so insane. Their aim, their team play. What don't they have, right? That's the biggest thing. They have the initiative. Oh, they don't spot Baby TZ. This could be dicey for AECL. Okay, now they know. It's really just all the utility, right? Look at that. There's so much utility. They flushed Baby TZ out of Octagon, and immediately they take a little bit more map control each time with each use of utility. That's what's amazing about Alter Ego Celeste. There's the pinch just going. Oh, Baby TZ with a wide swing takes an area down. That she got Ferrari peek there, and Baby TZ sneaking under the window right now, trying to look for more of AECL who have already fully committed onto B.
A little bit of a tiptoe here for X10 as Jimmy was able to punish one, and going for the second. One by one, Alter Ego Celeste falls down. They were able to take only one kill on that, and that is Muffin. And such a good round for X10 to really hold down the site, hold down the fort for the team. Not much casualties also, especially this is their first tie round. It's gonna hurt if they lose those Vandals.
Yep.
And the money of Muffin just says a lot already.
Yeah, it's really, that's the thing about your first buy round, right? You are under pressure to not lose that many guns because otherwise it's gonna hurt so much. So Baby TZ is gonna be forced to not buy too much utility to buy her teammate a gun. So she's gonna be able to buy that Vandal up for Muffin.
Waiting game for X10. They're really good when it comes to the defensive position. They have better control of the map, and they seem to be having a hard time on the offense. But let's see. That was just the first map anyway, and a pocket pick. But look at the kills coming in from the bait and switch right here. Usage of utilities from the players of Alter Ego Celeste and X10 just to flush out any player that want to be flushed out. This is the Trailblazer, just perfect timing for Alter Ego Celeste to actually move out. They know they're facing a Sky, and they know that the usage of utilities is gonna be right around the corner.
It's going to be easy pickings for AECL right now. As X10F, they tried to peek a little bit to try to get some map control. Oh, but Baby TZ with the hot hands right now. She's been getting these frags left and right for X10. I think she's really showing up for her team. But AECL, everyone's showing up for AECL. Oh, look at Muffin. Takes one. Ophelia, though, doesn't connect the second as Baby TZ finishes her off. And it's down to a 2v2 off of Baby TZ's kills. And they're gonna try to look at short here. Nabsky is gonna be there. Still 2v1. Iceberg is still has a position. Yeah. That new box, by the way, it's one of the most recent changes to Bind. Of course, not in the recent patch, but it's been there for a while. But it's really changed the way the post plan is played for Bind. Because you're allowed to jump in the box now. It's a lot easier to really just get a kill, a trade there, or surprise people. And X10F, they made it expensive for AECL, but AECL still so disciplined, still so strong. They got damaged, they lost all their armor, they were left with 2 members alive, but they got the round win. It was scrappy, but X10F, they're now the ones with the difficult economy. They do have the tour de force on Baby TZ though, because she's been popping off.
Exactly like that. That's exactly what I wanted to say. You mentioned already, Baby Teasy on a hot hands right now. It seems like every head that she sees or every angle
Front
she can
destroyed.
cover, she is going to be able to take on the shot. And just like that, one down for the team of Alter Ego Celeste, and that is Ayumi, their entry fragger, the jet of the team. They still have an Neri though if they want to do some good entries right here, but where are the follow-ups? They're just looking for picks right now, and Baby Teasy is just sitting pretty on the side waiting for that corner for someone to head out and get a kill again.
And right now it looks like X10F are playing very patiently. And I like that. Oh, they get another kill onto Ineri. They really need these rounds though on X10F. They need these rounds and they need
Deploying
clean
drone.
rounds because their economy is still pretty hurt.
It is gonna take damage. On the other hand, that is Nabsky going
Revealing area.
down. That is the guiding light, just connecting
30
perfectly at
seconds
the
left.
right timing as well. Good guiding light from Jenny here, but the second one wouldn't connect on the players. But it seems to be Alter Ego Celeste having a hard time going inside the site, knowing that they have the man
enemy
disadvantage
remaining.
on the corner. Is Ginny waiting and patiently 5 HP
10
remaining
seconds
for
left.
Aureophilia. She was able to take one down still. Still, it is a round for X10. Alter Ego Celeste, they had a hard time taking side.
Yep. XNF. They're starting to figure things out. You can see there's a little bit of adjustments in their defense. They play a little bit back. They kind of mix up the tempo. They double up on lamps because you see this? They don't check the corner because they only expect one player on lamps. Aureophilia does get a trade after that though, but it doesn't matter because the damage has been done and she only had 5 HP remaining, so she just could not get anything done there.
2-3 is the score. Alter Ego Celeste with
You
only
want to
one
play?
round
Let's
advantage.
play.
On the other hand, this is their eco key, and Polly is holding with the judge. I think she is gonna hold. Oh, not Lamps. Where is she holding?
She's actually in hookah. So they get the first
Oh,
kill
I
onto Alyssa.
see.
That those okay. You cannot count AECL out even though they're on an eco because the sheriffs are nasty. And look, the showstopper is being committed as well. There's Hunter's Fury. It's just making a lot of noise. There's a showstopper. Didn't get one, but Muffin is going to be there for the trade. She takes 2 down as Ginny
Spike
swings out
down
as well.
A.
X10F are pretty low, but it's down to Nabsky and Iceberg. Nabsky been playing pretty well. She does have the Headhunter, and Iceberg picks up this Vandal. Oh, there's a Tour de Force getting used as well onto Muffin. It's really hard to see if they're actually on a Tour de Force. Iceberg takes 1 down as well. It's all down to Polly, who's in lamps. 2v1
At
right
least
now.
she has a Vandal now. At least she has a Vandal. Threw away that shotgun or the judge that we had a while ago, but of course, she shot the trap, and it's a thrifty round for Alter Ego Celeste. You know what I love, Key? Is Alter Ego Celeste, despite having that disadvantage, they were on an eco. They weren't afraid to use the utilities. They used the showstopper. They used the ultimate of the Sova as well. They're
Yeah.
not scared.
It's really evident how confident they are because they used 2 utilities in a almost purely eco round. They only had pistols. They used their utilities to make space, especially after their first kill. So I think that was the deciding factor here, right? They got the first kill and they decided, okay, we got the first kill, we can get a gun. Let's use utility to get more. They got a second kill as well, and Neri was able to trade a 1-for-1. And then immediately, they had the numbers advantage. They were able to recover some guns, and they won the round off of a thrifty. So AE Celeste really showing a lot of resilience here, and X10F, I thought they were able to figure things out, but AE Celeste are also so good at just adapting to new strategies.
New strategies it is, but it seems like X10, they're swarming on the corners here, just gauging on this guiding light, but the spray down for Alter Ego Celeste. It's a shooting squad, it's a firing squad right here on Octagon, and Alter Ego Celeste just closes things off, not even needing to plant the spike any longer.
So that was the thing in the stats.
Good try.
Yeah, it was a very good try, but that was the thing in the stats as well, right? Oh, this 5-stack didn't even work out. And that was the thing with the stats in when we showed after map 1. They had so many frag wins. So what does frag wins mean? Means that they don't even need to plant or defuse a spike because they kill you before there's even any need for that. That's just how good and how fast AECL play.
Oh, there is that guiding light. The information is definitely there on the side of X10, and like he said, it really right now depends up to the hands of the players of how they play this out, as Polly was shut down already by Nabsky right here, and it's now a man disadvantage for X10. They have the capabilities, they have utilities, they have the guns as well, but one player out, and that is the smoker, the controller of the map.
Yeah, taking that down means that it's gonna be easier for AECL to go in, and they take Baby T's down. Muffin is there for the trade. Ginny is here as well. There's actually so many on B. Muffin takes another kill, and there's Ginny to back her up, and AECL make the executive decision to just go to A instead.
There's 3 players remaining for X10 right now. They can go slow or fast, but it seems to be a fast one, especially if you shut down Alyssa already. The 2 players remaining for X10, a quick turnaround of events right here. And they are on a rotation, a full rotation for Ginny and Muffin right now as they go to backside and CT. And Harry, on the other hand, will just roam around all the way to A short, while Oreophilia is on the corner. Ginny pops out. There is that swing, the guiding light. There is that ulti being used. The Seekers, this is an advantage right now for X10. They are able to find out where it is, but not get the kill immediately. It's enough time to defuse the spike, I think, Marky.
It was so close for Inari. She just needed one more bullet to get her to get Muffin, but unfortunately for her, it just wasn't enough, and X10F were able to recover and reset AECL. You know what? Both teams, they're just so good at playing. Like, look at this. All the aim, all the corner checks, all the pre-fires, using the ult here. Inari getting the kill, and Muffin being able to get that trade. That crouch, she was able to matrix dodge a bullet because of that crouch too.
I would never ever drink coffee when I play with X10 and Alter Ego Celeste. They just surprise you. Imagine Ginny just popping out of nowhere without using utilities. It's just walking.
Yep.
Oh, this is an aggressive push coming in from X10. 2-2 trade as Ayumi takes 2. Iceberg takes another. That's a 3-2 trade. Was it worth it?
No, definitely was not worth it, as AECL have the position, and Inari, cheeky spot from her, takes another one down. She even has that golden knife. Really swag with the knife, and she gets a kill onto Polly as well. AECL. This is another hard reset, by the way. There's one of the things that I keep seeing when it comes to X10F. Whenever they get a round, they get a thrifty round. They might get a round here and there, but suddenly AECL just have like, hey, we still have money in the bank. We have the aim. We're gonna reset you hard, and they can't even. I don't think they can even half buy this round. Look at their economy right now. Baby TZ 1.9k. You can't half buy here at all.
Yeah, you can't even like
You
support
can't even get light
yourself.
armor.
Yeah. Exactly. X10, they are on a timeout right now. They have to talk about this. I really wasn't a fan of the last round. I think it was too much of hyper aggressiveness coming in from X10 when they can just wait, especially knowing that they are on the defense anyway. But I get it. They want to surprise Alter Ego Celeste. It worked a while ago during the time that they were taking sites and retaking it during the previous round, Key. It was so obvious it worked. The surprise worked, but not right around the start of the map or right around the start of the game.
Yeah. I don't like surprises, but it seems like Xen like
Really?
giving surprises. Not in Valorant.
You don't like surprises?
Particularly in Valorant.
I see. One thing's for sure, I wouldn't drink coffee before playing with X10 and Alter Ego Celeste.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna get a heart attack.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, they play so fast, and it's a stark contrast with TC Rise, right? Who played a little bit
Slow
slowly,
play.
especially on Vine. Here we see explosive plays as the headshots are coming left and right for X10F. The Sheriff is in town, and they are getting 2 kills. They're immediately going in onto the site though. AECL know that this site is clear, but they have to watch short because that's where their teammates died. They've already recovered 2 guns, one on Baby TZ, one on Jenny, and Sheriffs all around the team for X10F. They're gonna try to look for more kills as AECL actually Inari's pushing forward, gets one, gets tagged by the drone, gets a second one as well. Nothing can stop Inari. Your dart means nothing to her as she finds your heads. It's now down to a 3v3. They've equalized things on AECL. There's a flash coming out as well. Baby T swinging, does not find anyone. Spots Inari, has to turn around. Goes into bats. Iceberg takes down Ginny. It's all down to Muffin and Baby TZ. Muffin does find one. Showstopper gets committed. She doesn't know where to shoot it. Iceberg gets taken out because she was very low. Headshot from Muffin, but Ayumi is gonna take her down. It was so expensive for AECL to offer this thrifty from X10F, but they do secure the round.
Hey, they're rich. It's an expensive round, but they're rich. They could just pop out of everything. Look at this perfect timing from Eneri. She knows she has to swing because the Sova drone will detect her anyway. But why not take a timing? Since one of them is busy on a Sova drone, the other, it is going to be a 1v1 situation instead of a 2v1. And she took that opportunity, and the opportunity was well taken care of. A 2-to-1 trade was right around the corner. And like I said, Marky, looking at Alter Eagle Celeste right now, they're looking pretty scary. From the shaky moments that we've seen on the previous days, they're finally back on track. And they're finally here to show why they were the champions of the previous seasons of Game Changers of FSL.
Yes, they're just too strong. Like yesterday, like I mentioned, I said this a while ago. They looked shaky yesterday, but they're still so strong. Even a shaky AECL just cannot be stopped as Inari takes a trade with Polly. She jumps up with her satchel X10 though, showing signs of life. They take 2 kills, or you'll feel it and Inari get taken out. It's all down to Nebsky and Iceberg. Players playing together a lot, but it's all going to be in X10's favor as they've figured out this attack from AECL.
Last round before
Now
the
it's going a
switch.
little bit messy for the side of Celeste, and we are seeing that right in front of our eyes. There are certain moments, certain chances that they just peek out and just walk out, and they don't, or they haven't checked the other corners as well. So it is a problem, but not too much of. If you think about it, they still win engagements. This is going to be a problem right now. If X10 is actually very powerful on the offense later on when they need to switch up, but we are looking at Ayumi using the showstopper just connects using an operator, by the way.
Yeah, Muffin was able to take one out before getting deleted by that showstopper though. Ayumi cannot find anything with his op right now. Not a big fan of ops on the attacking side. However, she does have the Blade Storm. She does, I believe, should have a pistol as well. We're just not seeing right now. So I think that if she can get kills with the operator, that's great. But if not, I just feel like a rifle is kind of more useful here.
Well, she has the blades anyway. And you know how crack is, Ayumi. I never doubt Ayumi. I've played with this girl.
Oh, okay.
And she just carry us.
Flex.
Oh my god, there is that guiding light, and of course it definitely says if it spots someone, and there is someone. Ginny knows that. She would not peek aggressively though. She would just wait patiently, just waiting game for the team of X10. They are in the defense, but this is the cosmic divide coming in, and that is equivalent to 1, and that is equivalent to a push.
Yeah, it's gonna be safe entry for them, but right now the plan is gonna go down. Ginny does take one down though, so it's down to a 3v4, but Namsky even swings out. She swings out and Neri gets to swing out, gets a 3rd kill as well onto Baby TZ, and Namsky is gonna be there to clean things up. It's gonna be an 8-4 lead for AECL going to the second half.
Switching sides.
Such good rounds coming in from Alter Eagle Celeste, but do not falter because this is an 8-4. It can easily be followed up by X10 here. It's 4-round disadvantage, yes, but if you get the pistol and you get the next following buy round, it's already 2 points in. Just a quick replay on what happened on that round. Look at how cracked Inari is. Just reliving and revisiting what happened on that previous round. It is the second half though. And this is, I would always say, that the second half pistol round is the most important round that any team can take in general. This will set the tone, set the pacing of how it would
Scanning
be.
ahead.
Would it be a double digit score for Alter Ego Celeste, or will X10 have that 8-6? Because that's a big chance, especially if you get the pistol, you get to get the sheriffs, or rather the specters, on the next following round.
Yeah, it really dictates pace, and for A Celeste, it might mean a 10-4. For X10F, it may mean catching up and evening things out. We saw that in the previous map, right? Where they were able to catch up to the previous matchup, rather, where SMG was able to take the pistol round from 5-7, able to even things out. So this is really important. But we have not seen X10F play clean executes on the attacking side because A Celeste are just so good at locking sites down.
Oh, there is that recon being shut
Revealing
down
area.
immediately. So they know there is someone. There is that information still, but of course you don't know exactly where or how many. On the other hand, AE is just waiting patiently. The guiding light doesn't connect at all, but Napsky will definitely connect his shots, or rather her shots. And that is the second kill already with 22 HP for Muffin. He swings, or rather she swings out wildly, gets the kill on the headshot.
remaining.
Looking for another is Ayumi, and Ayumi for the triple kill on this round. Swiftly, cleanly, Alter Ego Celeste takes it away.
Give me the defuse. I want the point. So they're giving the point to Ayumi because she's getting close to that Blade Storm, and she might
Yep.
be able to just use it in the next round if she gets enough kills, and or even a third round if they
spray
go
battle.
bonus. Yes. Oh, I love the sprays, by the way. You can now spray every 5 seconds, so you could just
Really?
readjust it. Yeah, so it's not once per phase anymore. But Nevsky here, looking away from that guiding light and denying them that information allowed her to get that first kill, and she's even able to get a second one.
Enemy remaining.
The rest of XNF were just too damaged to get anything done, and Ayumi cleans up house. And AE Celeste, we talked about this right before this round,
better
right?
run,
This pistol round is really important for XNF to catch up, or for AE Celeste to close things out. And it looks like AE Celeste just want to get this series over and done with.
They are stuck in a position again where there is that double digit lead, and they're trying to find their footing, and they're trying to find those rounds back. But it's a problem. It's a problem still for X10 since the first map that we've seen a while ago. Heading towards this though, it is an eco still for them, and of course a buy round for Alter Ego Celeste with the Spectres on, and all they have to do here, basically key,
Spray.
just wait. Spray and wait. Spray and pray.
I feel like I've seen this before with the Spectres. I think they did this. You call it. It was in the other round. It was on attack, but they were able to just spray it. Oh, she misses a few, but she gets both of them anyway. Nevsky is gonna be there. It's gonna be a firing squad. They're all just gonna
Last player
spray.
standing.
They're all just gonna mow them down. Muffin takes one down though, but she's gonna get sprayed down as well, as AE Celeste only lose one player.
Beautiful bait and switch right there. If you think about it, there was someone on lamps. She was able to punish one player. Look at this. Oreophilia punishing one. And while the others were busy with following Oreophilia, Nabsky was right around the corner. Bait and switch just perfectly placed and perfectly baited for X10.
It's really just a team play, and then the fadeaway into lamps into safety,
Yeah.
allowing Nevsky to get those kills. It's exactly as
Shake,
you said.
bake. Chicken and bacon.
Yeah, they definitely got baked there, as it's now a 10-4 in favor of AE Celeste, and they're just so strong. I have no other words for this except that AE Celeste, I'm sorry I doubted everyone. I'm sorry I doubted them yesterday, but today I can just see that, they're having a really good time. They're too big, too fast, too strong right now for X10F.
Alter Ego Celeste on the lead with 6 rounds advantage for the team. Looking at the utilities right now, or the guns that they have, they're still sticking to those Spectres. And then of course, for the players that died a while ago, like Ineri, sticking on the Sheriff. On the other hand, X10, this is their first buy round. On the second half, they have to make this work, or else the economy is gonna get punished again. That is one kill already, and that is Iceberg. That is a good positioning coming in from X10 right now, as the rotations from other team members of Alter Ego Celeste is definitely here, but they're just waiting patiently. And look at this burst down coming in from Ayumi. The slow play from Baby TZ didn't work out at all, and the perfect pull, and the headshot comes in. But of
Oh
course,
my
it's
God.
not gonna
Down,
be.
B.
Oh
Gun
my
here.
God, the triple kill already. Can you shut down Ayumi? Finally, Polly was able to take on the kill. Polly, on the other hand, the only person remaining. Remember,
enemy
it is
remaining.
a bonus
10
round for
seconds
Alter
left.
Ego Celeste right now. Very low in HP, and Eri takes the round for the team. Alter Ego Celeste closing this thing to an 11-4 scoreline.
That's a tilter. Like, I'm just watching it
Ugh.
and I'm already tilted. Like, that
I
pull.
was casting it with one eye closed.
Yeah, that's just absolutely nasty. This pull allowed Ayumi to get a second kill, and she even gets a third here. Ginny, unfortunately, just gets slapped in the head, and that aim punch just made her miss. And Neri gets a kill with her Sheriff as well, and Polly was just too low to do anything. And A Celeste sneaked that round away, and right now, X10F, they don't have money. They have to eco, and basically A Celeste, this is pretty much a free match point for them.
Well, we can never say, because these players that we have for X10 are also crack players when it comes to sheriffs as well. We've been surprised multiple times. Ginny was able to take on the kill on Napsky. That is one done. And the next one, here is what I'm saying, Key. You can be surprised.
I like I like using the caster curse to my advantage. I'm keeping
the jinx.
X10F in game.
Oh, the kill from Neri. Ooh.
Oh my
There's
God,
the
what is going
shot.
on here?
Taking things, turning around for the team of X10. They want to turn this around, and they're just picking up the guns that they have. Post-plan situation is upon their hands right now, as Iceberg is using that Rika to detect anyone on A short. The retake is on its place, and that is a Yumi hopping out. Ginny goes down, but Alyssa. You know, if your name is Alyssa, you're really strong.
Yes,
You know?
I agree. Completely agree. I have a cousin named Alyssa too.
Yeah. My name is Alyssa.
Very good, very
Eliza.
good. I know, Eliza.
Yeah,
Same.
good
same.
take, huh?
Yes, very good take. Completely unbiased and
Exactly.
yeah, there's 100% evidence here, and you're living proof of that for sure.
You're a living proof. Man, I was just kidding. But Alter
No, you
Ego
weren't.
Celeste, they didn't surprise that. They didn't expect, rather. They didn't
Yep.
expect that round to happen. A timeout coming in from X10 though.
Yeah, they want to get back to this game, right? I mean, it's still the upper bracket. They still have a chance to make it back to the grand finals from the lower bracket. But if you can take a map of A Celeste, you really want to be able to do that, because you want to build up that confidence against the goddesses of VCT Game Changers APAC. Right now, though, like you mentioned it, the sheriffs, you can't discount it. They're also very good with it, and they immediately got 3 headshot kills off of sheriffs, off of the headhunter from Baby TZ. They just stole that round away from A Celeste, just like how A Celeste stole the previous round from them.
I love how the teams play out right now, and you could just see that no one is giving up immediately. Despite the round disadvantage, we are looking at the 6-round disadvantage for X10. 2 timeouts came in, if I'm not mistaken, already, and they really want to talk this out. They need to take this if they don't want to go on the lower bracket. And the kill from Napsky, just the perfect timing, and Ginny was shut down.
Immediate shutdown there, but like you mentioned, they're not giving up just yet. They're not gonna let you down, of course. And Nevsky is gonna get those kills though. 3 kills already. She pushed forward with that tour de force. Every single bullet counted, and look at the floor. It's all littered with the slows from Chamber. It's all down to 2v5, really destroying the hopes of X10F.
This is their buy round, am I wrong?
Yeah.
For X10?
It was a buy round. They won the previous round. It was 100% buy round, but Nevsky just Ferrari peeked them, and one by one took all of them down.
The thing is, they have the tour de force and of course the slow. You wouldn't be able to trade immediately, especially if you're a little bit far. So it is definitely a problem, and Napsky was just on point with her shots. Iceberg, she gets another, and this is all up to Muffin now.
All
30
down to
seconds
Muffin.
left.
1v5.
Oh, that hurts.
A knife to the back of the head. What a way to go. And
Match
that's
point.
just a Celeste for you, right? They're never tilted. That's one thing that you really notice. They just got ecoed. But it doesn't matter. Look at Nebsky here. I got ecoed. I don't care. I'm pushing forward here. And you know the best thing about Chamber? You can push forward with your tour de force if you don't have a gun, even against ecos, because you're not gonna lose the gun. And that's just so strong.
You're not even gonna like drop it for the
Exactly.
enemy to pick it up. So it's just the perfect timing also for Nabsky. And if you think about it, what if they were going to be side? Then Nabsky wouldn't
Take
get
flight.
them out, you know? You shut them down.
Yeah, it's just no way. Oh well, nowhere to run right now as Alyssa tries to take them down with the Hunter's Fury. They're not actually gonna tag anyone. They see a Yumi for a bit. They're able to push her out, but A Celeste are still at 100% health. There's a showstopper being committed by Muffin. Gonna try to look for a killer. Oh, she was slowed down by the gravity. Well, she's gonna be able to take Ineri down with her showstopper as Ineri misses those shots. And it looks like on the side of X10F, they're gonna take things a bit slow as they're actually going to A.
Go on a reset right here. Going slow. This is now the Cosmic Divide being set up. 2 HP on Muffin right now. And this is probably the best opportunity to actually gun down the players of Alter Ego Celeste. But Ayumi is very well aware. Such good map control coming in from Alter Ego Celeste. That's why they keep getting punished. The pop out from Napsky trying to go for another 5 HP on Ginny. It all ends here with a 2-0 for Alter Ego Celeste.
You know what? I thought it was going to be an X10F series. They looked really good. Alter Ego Celeste looked shaky, but when it comes to the high stakes games, Alter Ego Celeste show that even with roster changes, even with X10F looking a bit stronger, Alter Ego Celeste looked even stronger. And this was just proof of that. Alter Ego Celeste cement yet another grand finals. They still have not dropped a single series in FSL Opens, in VCT Game Changers APAC Open from last year. Even this year, AECL are just so good.
They still prove that they are the strongest team right now, and I'm just excited to see how other teams will falter against Alter Ego Celeste. It's been so long, there's so many VODs already, but still, it seems like no one can shut them down completely. That was such a clean take, a 2-0 for the series, for the maps that we saw. We had Fracture, we had Bind, and Alter Ego Celeste showed complete, utter dominance against X10 Crit. But to be honest, looking at how X10 Crit played it out, you can't even like see how mistakes were made. You know, a while ago we have many analysis when it comes to how the teams play. There's no trades, there's no this and that. But here in this game that we just witnessed for X10 and for Alter Ego Celeste, it seems like there are no mistakes, certain mistakes that went crazy overboard.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of engagements.
Yep, it's just the differences in aim. And it's not mistakes, right? It's just they're just slightly faster. They're just slightly sharper. And for both teams, X and F, this 13-5 looks like it's very one-sided. It looks like it's a stomp. But we know it's not. If you watch the games, X and F were getting the kills, were getting those rounds, but Alter Ego Celeste were just ever so slightly better, ever so slightly faster. X and F, I think that they're close to A Celeste level, but today it just didn't show. A Celeste were just ever so slightly better than them.
True. 21 kills for the MVP of the game here, or MVP of Alter Ego Celeste, Nabsky, and the 2.1 KDA. I love the round where she just decided to push with the tour de force and just completely killed 3 players on a buy round for X10. And that basically changed everything for Alter Ego Celeste. It just made things easier for the team to actually just go and get those rounds in and get the win already against X10. Look at the frag wins here. 12!
Gosh.
That's
means
like all.
12 out of the 13 rounds were frag wins. And I think they only had one. Yeah, look at round 13 at the bottom. That was the only defuse win. You know what that shows us? They just didn't even let X10 like get the plant.
Yeah. They it just shows that it's completely stumped. It completely stopped as soon as X10 wants to come in on sites. It's just completely punished. They can't even find a loophole, a way to actually go in on sites. They're very strong on defense right here, and of course we are going to be seeing the highlights in a few. But looking at it as well, I just want to say that Ayumi performance on game number 1 and game number 2 was just phenomenal too. And
Yeah,
Ari as well.
yeah. I
Everyone.
mean, it's really everyone. Like we saw Nebsky at the top, we
Yeah.
saw Iceberg on the breach. It's really everyone. Ophelia also, so many spray downs, so many side holds, and she's just so good. Let me take a look at the highlights here. Muffin also really sharp. X10 really, you can see that they're good, but Alter Ego Celeste are just better. And it's just
Maybe TZ, if you think about it, was on fire too.
yeah, they were all on fire. In fact, even X10F, they're showing up. Maybe Polly got punished a lot, and Alyssa. I've seen them get punished by quite a bit, but they are the support players as well. But it looks like they're just so good on AE Celeste. Like everyone, they're running on 5 cylinders. While on X10F, they just need to be a little bit faster, a little bit sharper to be able to catch up.
Man, these women that we have here, 10 women, just woke up and chose Valorant and Violence to start off their day. Look at how hot the players are here. And Nabsky, this is what we were talking about a while ago. And maybe the viewers didn't see, but the push from Nabsky right there was just perfect timing. And speaking of timing, I just want to talk about the timing also of Ineri. You can remember the time that there was a Sova drone, and instead of a 2v1, she made it a 1v1. She capitalized on the advantage that supposedly X10 has, but she turned it around. Such beautiful plays coming in from Alter Ego Celeste right here.
Yeah, they have the 100% tenacity. Like it doesn't matter if they're down 1v5, down 3v5. Like you mentioned, they just don't ever give up. Same for X10F, and that's why these two teams are probably the two best teams. And enough about these two teams, though. We are gonna be going to a third series because it's a pretty long day, and we're gonna see another performance from TC Arise because they're gonna be playing in the lower bracket again against SAF or Shomai and Friends, which I really like the name, by the way.
True that. But right now, we are just gonna head into a very short break. When we come back, it's gonna be the third series of the day. So don't touch the browser and stay with us.